Hello guys, the Beef back at you once again. I wanted to make a quick little video showing you how having your champion points set up correctly and having your really decent gear can really make a difference in the DPS that you do. I carry a Zon helm, which is a scale collar peak reward for vet. It does the beam of fire that does a tremendous amount of damage. And I carry the Maelstrom staff, and I have it Nirnhoned with a shock damage glyph on it as well. So, just without even buffing myself or doing anything, I'm going to go ahead and take just some heavy attack shots right here at the dummy. Now, my Zon did proc, you can see how much damage that Zon does. Now, you know, when you're looking at these heavy attacks from this Maelstrom weapon, they don't look too impressive. 25 to 4,300, depending on whether it critted or not. So, just normal light attacks, nothing, or normal heavy attacks, nothing going on, nothing extra other than that Zon proccing. You see we pull, what is that, about 90, a little over 9k DPS, just with the heavy attacks. Which, for a heavy attack, that's not really bad, honestly. And, let's go into my character sheet here. I want to show you this, this staff. The Maelstrom Lightning Staff. Ooh, better charge it real quick. As you can see, it does, it's Nirnhoned, so it does 1535 damage, and it deals 1340 shock damage. But the big thing there is the additional bonus damage that it does inside the Wall of Elements, which is my blockade. So I'm just going to do another parse where all I'm doing is just, I'm going to light attack, and then put out my blockade, and then do 3 heavy attacks, light attack, blockade, 3 heavy attacks, and we're just going to go through this for a few seconds. I want you to see how those numbers differ. And with that blockade out there, you see it set that target off balance, and my damage increased once again on top of that as well. It also helps apply that concussed status so that it is, you know, I'm getting a little bit more damage out of that as well. So you can definitely see a difference in numbers just from adding in basically a light attack and a blockade. And my Zon procs again there. So let's go ahead and finish this out here. Try to end it right at the same time the blockade does. And it worked pretty well there. Wait for our damage to come up, and you'll see an immediate difference just from throwing out that blockade. We're at 17.6, so literally like 8,000 more damage just from throwing out that blockade. And the blockade doesn't do that much damage, or 17.1. I'm sorry. So we went from 91 to 17.1, so 8,000 more damage just from that blockade being thrown out there. Now what I want to do now is go ahead and I'm going to go into my inventory. I'm going to simulate this as if it was in a dungeon and we had a tank that was actually applying fracture and breach like a tank will with its pierce armor. So I'm going to put my elemental susceptibility on, hit the dummy with it. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing, but now it's going to be as if I was in a dungeon or had a tank that was applying major breach and major fracture, like a tank should be with his pierce armor. So immediately you're going to see a little bit better numbers right off the bat. You'll start seeing them, especially when we set the target off balance. You'll definitely see some bigger numbers happening from it as well. See it right there. Definitely getting to like 12, 13, 14,000 range with the heavy attacks. So we're going to back off that now and let this come up again and let you see exactly how much damage that did. So now we're at 20,000. So from applying breach with our elemental susceptibility, we just hit 20k doing one ability with a light attack and a heavy attack mixed into it. Having the right equipment means a lot. Having your champion points in the right area also means a lot. And I wanted to make this video so that you could see that for yourself. It's all about good gear, and it's all about placing those champion points right. If you guys have any questions, definitely comment below or get a hold of me on the group. Also, guys, I wanted to, you know, do this again. We are down below 24. We're down below 25% with our bloodthirsty jewelry on. So I wanted to show you what that bloodthirsty helps the same situation do. So with applying the elemental breach there, and just doing the blockade and the heavy attacks like we did previously, that we were getting 20 grand on. I'm going to go ahead and get through the rest of this dummy right here, and you'll see how much difference that bloodthirsty jewelry makes. And that should be popping out here in a second, and there he goes. So there you go, 26,000 at that point. So that bloodthirsty jewelry brought up another 6 grand in DPS. That bloodthirsty jewelry is no joke. It is a good thing to have, and if you don't have it, you should try to get it.